Fear, anxiety, lack of composure in dire situations. These are all things that we all experience and go through. Although it seems that other people know how to deal with it much better than others. Or it even seems that they don't even have fear at all. Not being poised and composed in situations where emotions are going to blind you are going to be detrimental in your life. Because living in fear is the easiest path in a life full of I should haves, I would haves, and I could haves. Failure to read what is happening in another soul is not easily seen as a cause of unhappiness, but those who fail to attend to the emotions of their own soul are necessarily unhappy. Keeping calm is what the Stoics are known for their indifference and their composure. Marcus Aurelius, who was a Roman emperor, is one of the most studied and most popular Stoics of all time. In his Meditations, which is an array of books that he didn't even intend in publishing, he talks about the importance of having a calm mind and how to achieve this level of calmness that, is good, that we all want. A technique that he emphasized was having a retreat in your mind. Every person should have a level of escapism, but not through video games or like mindless consumption, but an escape in your head. Somewhere that's the most peaceful. Have a mental picture and immerse yourself in it. And this will work because your subconscious and your nervous system doesn't know what's real or fake. That's why you have anxiety and nervousness in relatively, objectively calm areas and environments. It's because of your perceptions of what your mind thinks, not what reality actually is. President Harry Truman was known for being one of the calmest presidents, and he was also known for bombing Japan. Well, if you're gonna bomb Japan, at least do it nonchalantly, right? And one of the reasons why he always seemed so composed is that he always had a foxhole in his mind that he could always go back to mentally. It's okay to have a little escapism in your mind. Constantly give yourself this retreat. Make it a habit. Me personally, my retreat, my little foxhole in my mind, is just me in my room. Either me just sleeping, resting in my bed, listening to calm music, smiling, just vibing, It doesn't have to be super complicated. Don't gotta be a spa. Just somewhere where you feel you're most at peace. For me, it's my room. So things that have no hold on the soul, they stand there, moving outside of it. Disturbance only comes from within our own perceptions. No situation alone can make you uneasy. The majority of the time, it's your reaction to the situation. It's how you perceive it, not the situation itself. The Stoics constantly reminded themselves that nothing in this world is permanent. No emotion, no feeling, no experience, nothing. Everything has a beginning and an end. And this is why they were so obsessed with the concept of death. They always reminded themselves of death. And they didn't perceive it as a bad thing. They just perceived it as a part of nature and its beauty. Because the way you look at it can either scare you to death, or it can either calm you. It can either excite you, depending on how you view it. But it can only scare you if you're too clingy to the past. If you can't let go of it and not willing to accept the gift that nature has for you. Because then you're only rejecting nature. This can excite you because, again, nothing is permanent. If you get your heart broken, thank God it's not permanent. Thank God this sadness, this depression isn't gonna last forever. Not fear, not anxiety, not the feeling of loss. None of it is permanent. It has a start and it has a finish. And that's the beauty of nature. If you're in a situation where you feel anxious and afraid, you have to constantly remind yourself that it's only temporary. Even if it feels like it's gonna be forever, you have to know that it's only temporary. Everything is going to end. Whoa, okay, hold on, wait. Everything has a beginning and an end. That sounded really dark. I didn't mean that, And this can make you calm because it's gonna go away. It's not forever. Thank God it's not forever. So what are you afraid of? Observe your emotions. You are not your emotions. You are not your thoughts. You are just the conscious awareness of these things. Because regardless of how you feel at the time, it's still your choice to react or not react to a situation. It's your choice to identify with this emotion or not. Realize that when the situation arises, you're going to feel some type of way, whether that's anger or anxiety or fear. You're going to feel some type of way, especially in the beginning when you're just now starting to practice these things. Like the emotions are gonna come around, but what you have to do is just observe it. Don't resist it, don't reject it, just observe it. Because what will happen if you actually try to resist it, it's only gonna get bigger. It's like laughter, when you try to hold in a laugh, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're gonna burst out laughing after, because you're trying so hard not to laugh. You're resisting the laughter. Or like anger, when people bubble up their anger and then it just bursts out. We're not doing the same thing, because we're not bubbling it in. We're just observing it and letting it be. We're seeing it in a third person point of view. We're not judging it. We're just choosing not to accept it, not to react. Because then over time, you'll build up like a callus. You won't feel as angry anymore in certain situations, and you won't feel as fearful and anxious in these certain situations, because you didn't react last time. Because you didn't react last time, your body will naturally follow your mind. Your subconscious will believe that you weren't conflicted, because you wasn't. You didn't react. Consciously tell yourself to react, even to the point where it just seems overboard. You gotta loosen up your muscles. You can't feel anger, fear, anxiety, or any sort of neurotic emotions without any tension in your body. So just loosen up, tell yourself to slowly breathe, relax your muscles, act like you're a little bit drunk, and this will make those emotions go away. They won't be big. They'll become smaller and smaller and smaller the more you do it. Everything comes back to habit, bro. I'm telling you, everything is a habit. It's so crazy. And this technique wasn't in Aurelius's book. This technique was just something that I found out for myself, that I've used, and it worked wonders for me, actually. I mean, it might be in his book. I haven't finished the whole thing. You know what I'm saying? I'm still reading it. And people have always told me, like, bro, why are you always so nonchalant? Why are you so unfazed by anything? This is why. This is how I am unfazed. Because things that used to faze me don't faze me anymore, because I chose not to react to them. But baby steps, obviously. Not everyone's gonna be like me at first. I've been doing this for years. I want to say subconsciously, but it's just something that I figured out on my own, no books. This was before I even read a book. I didn't like books. It's gonna take some time. It's okay to be a little bit fearful sometimes.